Making it circle was deliberate. Even NASA that gave us a picture of a globe, NASA has it on record that they don't have a picture of the earth from the sky. That picture is from NASA. It's a compilation of data. They created a globe that was not an original picture. But the reason why we have to put that into your mind, it is so that you stop exploring even the physical dimension. Because once you know, if I keep going, I'll still come back here, you are discouraged from even starting the journey. Why should I go there to come here? Lest people discover certain things beyond their borders, beyond their boundary. If you want, I can buy you a ticket now. Get into a plane. Look down. See. At 40,000 feet, it's above sea level. Level. The level. It's a sea level. The sea is level. It's above sea level. It is cruising at 800 kilometers an hour for 8 hours. No curvature. They don't dip it down once in a while. It's a straight line. According to their study, they say, according to the size of the earth, what they've measured so far, I don't know how they did it. If you travel 1 square mile, you have to dip 8 inches. So that you compensate for the what? For the curvature. Yet planes for hours. Ask any pilot. They measure the earth. Every pilot will tell you we don't fly around the globe. You know the machine that you find in every aircraft, the gyroscope. The gyroscope works on a flat earth, flat plane ground, a flat table. That's how that machine works. It doesn't work on a spherical object. It's in every plane. I'm answering your question. Why was it given to you in that shape? So that you don't have a vision beyond it. You stop exploring. If people can stop you from exploring the earth, how about your exploration of God? Ladies and gentlemen, I know people have different theories. All that you needed to do is to get into a helicopter, you take off, you wait in the air, let the earth spin, and bring America here and you land. Simple. It's so strange. Honestly, it's so strange how from the sky, a plane or even a helicopter can land on an earth that is spinning at 1,500 kilometers an hour. And there are markings on the earth, on the helipad, they mark. And you have to land on those marks, those white marks, on the earth. But I know what they say. They say the earth is rotating and also its environment. Okay? Yet they cannot explain to you the breeze, the movement. There's a breeze that comes. You can actually sense the movement of wind. It means something here can move over here, not together with the earth. Because the wind can be over there, it comes over here on top of the earth and it's over there on top. From there to there. You can see the wind is blowing. It has its own independent movement on the face of the earth that is rotating at that speed. What makes sense to you today? You get into your kitchen, you take a plate, you put water. Those are the seas. And the 7 continents we have are simply islands. It makes sense if it is flat. And it's known according to our old maps, the earth was flat. And around, go and look at our old maps. What do you see at the edge? Ice wall. There is a wall around the earth, which is of ice. And that's the highest point. It's not even Mount Everest. That's the highest point around the earth, which keeps the water inside. That's the only way you can get to the end, is the water in a plate. These countries are simply islands. But how come they don't fly past? Okay, you are good researchers. Okay, go and look for Antarctic Treaty. Antarctic Treaty. In 1959, there was an agreement where 53 most powerful countries signed an agreement that we will not allow humans to explore beyond the Antarctica. No planes should fly beyond the Antarctica. Why an agreement? If there's no more, let us fall. Let us keep going until we fall. Antarctica wall is not at the edge of the earth. No, it is at the edge of this manifestation, this dimension of us. If they want, they can take you from here. If it wasn't for the firmament that God has put, they would fly you from here up into the sky and they will land you in a different location beyond the Antarctica, and you may have a different experience, vegetation over there, and you think it's a different planet. Why 53 countries had to sign the Antarctica Treaty that we don't allow people to explore beyond the mountainous wall around Earth? Why? No exploration is allowed there. And what is that wall? It's an ice wall. Water, as long as it's in liquid form, it cannot cave like this. It's common sense. It cannot, unless it's frozen. It can't cave like this. You can't pile up liquid water. And on top of that, you spin it again. And they say the reason why it's spinning and water is not being spilled is because of force of gravity. Force of gravity, it's not that powerful. That's why you can even jump. It even allows you to detach yourself. It means it doesn't have that much power. So you can't spin at 1,600 and water still remains attached. But I'm showing you the educational systems. If we can be stopped from exploring even the physical dimensions, how about the spiritual dimensions? How? Do you know if they really wanted, we should have had a Google picture of Earth. And on that Earth, we should be able to see people on top and people under. And people under must have aeroplanes flying under them, on top of them, under. Which means there must be a picture of an upside down plane. If you have to take the picture, the whole picture of the Earth, if it's round. Have you ever realized that there are certain arrangements of the stars in the heaven that we all can see? A certain pattern of the stars that everyone, you call your neighbor who is in Australia, they can see the same pattern of the stars. And you wonder, so who is under the Earth? Do they have another heaven under that looks like ours? The only time that you can't see your own pattern is because of greater light, the sun, but the pattern is still the same. Some of you might wonder, but when I look, sometimes I see the sun setting like it's going beyond. You can do the same. One day, find a very straight street where there are lights, those street lights. You stand, you see those lights going down like this. Yet they are of the same height and on a straight path. It's optical illusion. It's like it's dipping. That's how the sun looks like it's going down. And above us, there is a firmament. And above the firmament, we know there are oceans. God placed the firmament in the sky to separate waters above from waters beneath. We are surrounded by water. When are we going to start studying a heavenly dimension, a heavenly kingdom? If we are still being lied to now, and you don't question, you were told what to believe and that's what you believe. If they can give you the size of an earth that they want, they can also give you the size of a God that you deserve. They are busy creating another one for you now. Why? Because you received the earth that they gave to you. You received it.